Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are making goat tomato stew. Yes, tomato stew with goat meat. So this recipe is very simple, takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make, and if you're a goat meat lover, this recipe is for you. So come with us, let's get started. So for this recipe, of course, you need pepper, some garlic, onion, ginger, of course some green bell pepper, and of course our star ingredient, our goat meat. Yes, our goat meat. And of course we need some fresh tomatoes. We have some tin tomatoes, and of course our spices, vegetable oil, and some salt to taste. And this is all you need to make that delicious goat stew recipe we are about to show you. So guys, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to our channel, hit on the notification button to get notified anytime we post new and exciting recipes. And if you are joining us for the first time, hey, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Thank you. So we start by blending our vegetables, and we saute our onions just like we are doing in the video here. Then you go in with your blended pepper mixture. At this point, you continue to stir so that it doesn't get burnt. So then you go in with your spices. So we have curry, nutmeg, some cube salt to taste, ginger, garlic powder, and other local spices. You can choose to use any spices of your choice, since we are making this recipe about you. So hey, you can use any spices of choice. Yes. So at this point, you continue to stir so that it mixes very well, and you let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes so that it cooks very well. So after the pepper has been cooked, you go in with your tomato paste. Very important. We need to cook it to get the bitter sour taste out of it. So we are going to fry it for about 5 to 10 minutes to get that bitter sour taste out of it. So after your tomato has been mixed, you have to stir, because at this point it can easily get burnt. So you need to continue to stir it so that it doesn't get burnt. So at this point, you go in with the stock from your goat meat. You can check our previous video, how to make juicy goat meat, to get that recipe on how we made the stock. We added the stock to give it that goat aroma from the stock. Then you go in with your blended fresh tomatoes. You can also cut it into it if that's what you prefer. So you go ahead and stir. So at this point, you can choose to add a bit of water so that your stew is not so thick. But for this recipe, we're doing it without water because we want that thick sauce. We want that thick tomato stew sauce. So we didn't add water, but As I said, you are making it your recipe, so you can choose to add water at that point. So you continue to stir till oil forms on top of your stew. So when the oil forms on top of the stew, you know that your stew is ready. So then you kindly add your pakposhito, the green chili sauce, to make it a bit flavorful and nice. Then you go in with your green bell pepper and your onions, and of course you need to adjust the seasonings to your taste, so you can always choose to add more seasoning or less. We added a bit of salt just for the taste. So at this point, you know that your stew is ready because the oil is forming on top. And it is that delicious. Yes, the flavor from the goat stew, the goat sauce makes it very flavorful. Then of course you go in with your star ingredient, your goat meat. You can check our previous video on how to make juicy goat meat to get that recipe for this stew. So after the meat has been added, you let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then you know that your sauce, your goat meat stew is ready to be consumed. Yes, and it is that heavy. You just need a little bit of it, then you're good to go. As I said, you can always choose to add water to make your stew a bit light and airy. But for this recipe, we are going for a thick sauce. That's why ours is looking like this, thick and heavy. So at this point, we're choosing to add some rice to ours, but you can choose to eat it with some banku, some plantain, or any side dish of your choice. So yeah, there you have it. Easy to make and a very simple 15 to 20 minute recipe. Yeah, hope you enjoy this recipe and you'd always come back for more recipes from our channel. So guys, thank you for sticking with us. Till next time, it's bye.